They're called out on more than 70 searches a year. They serve 24/7, 365 days a year. They are Red Rock Search and Rescue. The all-volunteer organization brings those who are missing and lost back home to their loved ones.
That volunteer organization trains inside this facility provided by the city, and what most people might not realize is about 40% of its rescues involves people living with some form of dementia or cognitive decline. And as part of its community outreach, the organization provides families with life-saving tips for those caring with loved ones living with dementia should they happen to wander off. Let's go ahead and check it out. Well, I'm joined by Mark Spear, commander of Red Rock Search and Rescue. Mark, thank you so much for taking some time with us. You know, there's something that you say when it comes to loved ones who are living with dementia. What do you say?
I say that if they wander one time, they'll wander multiple times. And so you have to be ready for that.
Yeah, and speaking of being ready for that, you have some very helpful tips that you want to pass along to our viewers who may be watching, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, okay, well, let's get right to it. Let's go down our little table here and check out what we have here.
What we have here is just simple clothes. And we try to limit the amount of clothing that's in the closet for the person with cognitive issues.
Sure.
And in this case, simple blue jeans, dark green shirts, so you know when they leave or they're gone, you know what they were wearing. They were wearing blue jeans and a dark green shirt.
Something I never would have thought about. You know, you don't need 15, 20 pairs of pants, you know, in the closet. If you're able to narrow down what they have, then you have a lot better chance of being able to remember what they were wearing should they wander off, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll be able to find them easier and be on the lookout, or the bolos that we put out.
Sure.
We'll know exactly what they're wearing.
Really good tip. Another thing, you say keep a photo handy, yeah?
Keep a recent photo handy, whether male or female, because women change the hairstyles and the color of their hair, and the men will change the facial hair, where they have a beard or a goatee or maybe a mustache. So it's good to have a recent photo.
Yeah, it'll come in handy because then you're able to better identify the person, you know, that you're looking for should they wander off. And this is one I found really, really interesting about the shoes, right?
The shoes are important. If they get off of the asphalt or the concrete and they go out into the desert or dirt area, a shoe sole is much like a fingerprint, and each one is different. And it'll have little marks, and it's easier for our tracking team to find them and track them.
So you take a picture.
Take a picture of it. So if you don't have what I'm going to show you next sitting on foil, then at least we have a picture and the trackers can go from there.
That is, I just never would have thought of that. That's a really, really interesting tip. So let's do a little show and tell with the foil. So I'm going to step aside so I can let you work your magic, because I thought this was fascinating.
So the foil is important. So you have an actual imprint, and you just step on the foil and you make an impression.
You should be able to step on it and leave somewhat of an imprint, and then you will have that. Then you'll be able to have that as, you know, if they go wandering off, that you can, you know, hand off to one of your fine team members and they can help find them a little bit faster, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah, but the picture comes in handy too. We all have a phone, right? And can take a picture of the sole. I never thought about taking a picture of the soles of their shoes.
Keep that on hand, just like a picture of their face.
Yes, very, very smart. You know, another thing I thought was a great idea, these air tags, right?
The air tags are great, or something like an air tag. I like the air tags. It comes with different key ring holders. They have holders that are on a necklace, go around the wrist. You can put them in their clothes. You can put it on their shoes. They just get used to it, and it's easy to track.
Another thing you say, check area hospitals, right?
Check area hospitals initially. Check them every few hours after that.
Sure, and then also reach out to you guys.
Reach out to law enforcement, reach out to us, and we can help.
Thank you for watching City of Las Vegas TV on YouTube. Be sure to like this video and click that subscribe button. For more videos like this, just click on that box.